Good afternoon from Disney's Hollywood Studios. We are here today because since The Rise of Skywalker, the very last installment in the Star Wars saga, came out, they've added a few things to Launch Bay and to Star Tours. Also, I wanted to see if I could kind of replicate how to get a boarding pass for Rise of the Resistance. I know that they're all gone for the day. There's a sign actually right behind me that says so. But I just wanted to see, because it is like 12:30 in the afternoon, so I know that they all disappear by early morning. But basically what it is, it's like a fast pass for Rise of the Resistance that you can only make day of when you enter the park. So I'm going to try to record my phone and show you guys what the process of that would be like, even though I know that I can't get one. Very simple, just like making a fast pass, but I'm going to show you guys how far I can get this late in the afternoon just to see what it's like. So let's head inside. So as soon as we enter the park, as soon as we tapped in our ticket into the park, we open up the Walt Disney World My Disney Experience app and we find out more. You can see right as soon as you go in, it says Star Wars Rise of the Resistance access by boarding group, and you can click find out more, and then there's a button down there that says join boarding group. Of course I can't click on that because I didn't get here early enough and all the boarding passes are gone. But as you can see at the top, it says boarding groups 57 through 83 are now boarding. So what you do is as soon as you come in the park, as soon as the park opens, open up your app, get a boarding group, and then you just wait for them to call your number, and then you go back to the ride. You've got 2 hours to get back to the ride, so you can actually tap in, get a boarding group as soon as you walk into the park, first thing in the morning, as soon as the park opens. Very key fact there is you got to get here very early, and then go anywhere. You can go back home, you can go back to your hotel room, you could go back to Epcot, you can go anywhere. As long as you're back by the time that they call your boarding group, then you can ride Rise of the Resistance. Let's see what it says, my status. Let's see what happens when I click that. Boarding status. We can't join any boarding groups anymore. So there you go. That's how you join a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance. Very easy. But the only problem is you have to get here right when the park opens because they go quickly. And here's the sign that's telling us that all of the boarding groups are gone for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance. Dang. So basically it's like a virtual queue, just like you would have at actually Volcano Bay, where when you first walk in, you get a return time, and then you come back when that return time is up. It's the same thing as Fast Pass, but that's the only way to get on the ride at the moment. Let's head back to Launch Bay and see what kind of new stuff they have in there for Rise of Skywalker. I do have to tell you guys, I haven't seen the movie yet, so I don't know what I'm going to show and what is a spoiler and what isn't a spoiler. So let's just go see what we can see. Wanted to stop into the dark room really quick because I believe that they've got some Baby Yoda merchandise, or the child from The Mandalorian. Oh, I haven't found it yet, but I did find this Marie magic band. How cute is that? Still haven't found it yet, but I did find this fuzzy Wookiee phone case. How much? $35. Whoa! For $35. They got this phone case with Baby Yoda on it. Look, they got a little frog on there too. That is adorable. I thought they had other than just this little Baby Yoda one here. I thought there was maybe 2 or 3 other designs. Did find this Mandalorian one. I don't know if this is specifically for the show or if this is just a Mandalorian phone case. They have a few other Mandalorian ones in here. Some other Star Wars ones. Whoa. Like an Iron Man ugly Christmas sweater one. This is the one that I was looking for. Look at how silly this is. I also wanted to stop by Keystone because I think that they might have some more Mandalorian stuff or some Rise of Skywalker stuff. Let's step inside. Well, this is funny. They're not specifically Mandalorian, but they do have some binders here with a light effect. And they have this Mandalorian hooded sweatshirt. But this is like Boba Fett specifically, right?
No, it's a microphone.
So far, this is the first Rise of Skywalker thing that I've seen. I like that it's like little stormtroopers inside the word Star Wars. For the low, low price of lavender, we've got this D.O. droid. For $29.99, we got this Rise of Skywalker sparkly shirt. How much is this Knights of Ren shirt? $34.99 for the Knights of Ren. Oh, there's a remote controlled D.O. droid. Like moves and spins. It does have little like training wheels on the bottom. It's kind of like cheating a little bit. How come I can't see a price on anything? Am I going crazy? Alright, well, I don't know how much this costs. For $27.99, Star Wars Rise of Skywalker hat with a full-out scene on the front of Rey and Kylo fighting. Okay, here we go. Here's some Mandalorian stuff. $29.99 for this Mandalorian hat. We've got A Mandalorian Kenner ATST for... Why does nothing have prices on it anymore? Well, this is some amount of money, I'm guessing. Ooh, Legos. Is an ATST, but it's not. Is it from Mandalorian? Oh yeah, it is. Look, got Cara Dune and the Mandalorian. For $29.99, we have this extremely insensitive shirt for the people from Alderaan. Come on, man. For $14.99, you can get Han Solo's dice hanging from your rear view mirror. So I thought to myself, I would come outside and just look on the Shop Disney app and see how much these things are. Yeah, I've looked at every combination of ATST and Mandalorian. I don't know what else. Maybe I'll look up Star Wars Lego and we'll see if we can get one price. I tried Lego Star Wars and I didn't find anything, so I just switched to Lego and I found the train set, and that's it. Apparently that's the only Lego thing that Disney sells, even though I'm looking at another one right here. Well, I even tried scanning the barcodes and that didn't work. They couldn't even find these items in the Shop Disney app. Good times. So before we head over to Launch Bay, I did want to stop by Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because we got an opening date for it, March 4th. And during the Rise of the Resistance Media Day, we actually had a chance to look at some merchandise and get a little sneak preview of the very first scene in Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. We weren't able to show any of the inside of Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but I did describe it in that video, and we'll put in that footage right now. So the idea behind this ride, Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, is that you are headed to the Chinese theater to see the premiere of the new Mickey and Minnie short called Perfect Picnic. And then something goes awry in the short and you're transported into the cartoon to take part in it. And what we saw was, we go into the Chinese theater, whole front half of the Chinese theater is the same as it was for Great Movie Ride, until you get to the scene right before load, where you loaded onto Great Movie Ride, you walked into a giant theater and you're watching old, like, Hollywood movies. Here it's split up into a couple of different theaters, smaller, where you're standing and you're looking at a screen, and then the premiere happens and you start to see Mickey and Minnie getting ready for a picnic, and they accidentally put Pluto in the trunk in their like haste to go on the picnic, and they're singing this song, Nothing's Gonna Stop Us. So on their way to the picnic, they see Goofy driving his train and they're like, "Hey Goof, how's it going?" We're headed. He's like, "Beautiful day for a picnic, folks. I'll see you there." And so they're both headed to the park. And what happens is Mickey and Minnie cross in front of the train over the over the bumps, the tracks, causing Pluto to fly out of the trunk and land in the smokestack of the train, causing an explosion. And when the explosion happens in the short, the entire theater, like the screen, the front of the screen, fills with smoke and the screen blows apart, which is mind-blowing and so hard to describe, but the screen literally blows apart cartoon style, like curled edges and everything. And that is the opening that you would walk through to get on the attraction. And Goofy's like, "Can you help these fine folks into the cartoon?" And that's where you walk in, and that's as far as we got. Still, I'm excited for March 4th because amazing. Just that pre-show was amazing. I can't wait to see what other effects and things they do in the ride, because that effect was amazing. The screen blowing apart really blew my mind. First thing that we get is this Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway pin. I'm sure that this will be available once the ride actually opens. And then they have a table with all of the merchandise for Mickey and Minnie's. It does remind me of Great Movie Ride. I love this hat. This is amazing. It's got Goofy ears on it. Fantastic. Oh, and these little plushes from the ride. A mug, a little toy ride vehicle, a magic band from Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. Nothing can stop us now. A little pocket tee. Oh, you can buy a train whistle. I like that. This is amazing. I love the Mickey and Minnie shorts. And this is an attraction based around them. Another magic band. Got a Minnie ear band and a Mickey ear band. They've got some wishables, which all come in a blind pack like this, except for Goofy. Goofy comes out on his own. They have a new breakout character named Chubby that is exclusive to the ride. And they've got some wishables and a crossbody bag of him. They also have a wishable of the ride vehicle. And then we've got some more pins over here.
Opening day exclusive, limited edition.
And then this one's pass holders.
Limited edition, and then just an open edition Mickey and Minnie Runaway Railway.
And what are these two limited to?
3,000 a piece.
And then a Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway Christmas ornament. After talking to the cast member here, this is the pass holder exclusive opening day shirt, and you can see Chubby right there. And then this one back here is just a regular Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway shirt. And then I asked about this, and it seems like this Nothing Can Stop Us pertains to the theme song of the ride. And the other thing that we found out too is that both these ears and these ears are currently the only merchandise from the attraction that are available now. Here's a little bit closer view of the pass holder magic band for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway. And this is limited edition. I don't know what the edition is limited to, but it is for pass holders. Limited edition opening day merch. Welcome back. Now, let's head over towards Launch Bay. Once again, there might be some spoilers in there. I'm not really sure. I haven't been in there and I haven't seen the movie yet. So let's go see what we can see though. Oh, we got new banners that are promoting Rise of Skywalker and also a new insignia outside of Star Wars Launch Bay. Here's a little bit closer look at the new banner over top of Launch Bay. All right, now we are inside of Launch Bay. Let's see what we can find that is from Rise of Skywalker. This is not from Rise of Skywalker, but I thought it was interesting. I've never seen anything like it before. Is this from the Clone Wars? You guys want to go pod racing? Well, we're not to Rise of Skywalker yet, but we are getting into the newer movies. So this is from The Force Awakens. This is Poe's helmet. We have a big long mural that showcases everybody from the movies. Luke looks so beautiful. And then we get up into the newer movies over here. And there it is, the last area for Rise of Skywalker. Hey, you can see that little DO droid in the bottom down there. Oh, Mando could just come here and get one of those flying backpacks. There's one right inside this cage. There it is. The best Easter egg ever. It's just an ice cream maker back there. And with all of these other random bits and bobs, that look like there's C-3PO's arm, ice cream maker. So now we are headed into the preview gallery where we'll get to see some stuff from Rise of Skywalker. They have a model of the Millennium Falcon, all war-torn here, with holes blasted in the side of it and everything. We have Poe's X-Wing here. You can see a little BB-8 co-pilot in there. And then we've got the DO droid. I do like that it has a little description down here, cobbled together by an unknown droid smith. Ooh, claimed by, oh, he was claimed by the assassin. Okay. Is it an assassin droid? I'm gonna read about it. So it turns out that this droid is a lovable assassin. We got Poe Dameron's outfit here. We've got a couple of things here for characters that I don't know who they are. So this person wields dual blasters, and this person has a custom powered bow. Pretty fancy. And then we've got Rey's repaired lightsaber. Oh, split in two by a forced tug of war. Well, this is interesting. So wait, whose lightsaber is this? Luke's, Rey's, or Darth Vader's? We have a display with all kinds of First Order stuff in it. Here is a Sith Trooper. We have a First Order TIE Fighter, a Scythe, some heavy cannon, a thermal detonator. There's Kylo's lightsaber. I'm really interested in Kylo's lightsaber. It's really neat looking. This AT-ST actually has a price on it from The Mandalorian. It is $79.99. It's got one of those little, like, dog guys. Have you guys seen the new movie? Who's this guy? They have some signed photos here. Deep Roy was a stand-in for Yoda, so they have a Yoda signed picture from Deep Roy. We have Felix Silla, who is an unnamed Ewok. Dave Prowse, who was the stand-in for Darth Vader, not the voice. This is Warwick Davis over here. Actually kind of a good deal for $185. For $550, you can get a signed John Boyega photo. This is kind of awesome. Here's a closer look at that Baby Yoda phone case. You can also get it customized with D-Tech on demand. You can see this one has a name on the bottom of it. Literally nothing has a price on it anywhere out here. So you can get a pop figure of Cara Dune, IG-11, or Quill. And also get a Mandalorian mug. Oh, I gotta be careful with this because the top comes off. $22.99. This one's got a price on it. But still, there's this Kenner thing again. No price. No price on any of these pop figures. What the heck, man? Ooh, Here's an actual Mandalorian shirt for $34.99. I like how this is very specific for a pop figure. This is Hondo Ohnaka, who is in Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, the ride. That's the only spot that he's in the Star Wars universe. I think they're kind of like shoehorning him in other places, like comic books, but he was made specifically for the ride. All right, now let's head over towards Star Tours, and then we'll make a stop in Galaxy's Edge. I went to the bathroom real quick, and Rey and Chewbacca are walking by. It's been so long since we looked back, and these bathrooms are now open. This is the women's over here, and there's the men's over there. They're actually right next to another set of bathrooms. So ignore the music behind me, but these are the new bathrooms, and these are actually existing bathrooms right here. So it's pretty interesting that they just put bathrooms right next to bathrooms. So right next to Star Tours, which is actually a 50-minute wait right now, there's a guy holding a sign here that says event merchandise. I'm gonna go inside and see what event it is. Can't really find anything other than these Rise of Skywalker shirts, but this isn't anything special. There's been like 3 other stores that I've gone into that have these. This is just a Star Wars Spirit jersey. I can't find anything that's special for this store. There is a Rise of Skywalker magic band. This is what it looks like. It's got, what's it got? It's got Kylo Ren on it and Rey, and it is $34.99. Maybe the event merchandise is this Rise of the Resistance stuff. So for $34.99, Rise of the Resistance shirt. It's like a V-neck in the back and in the front. I don't really know how this short works. So now it's time to ride Star Tours. When I first showed up, all of the fast passes were gone, but I just kept refreshing outside the gift shop, and I got one for about 30 minutes from now. So I think to kill the time, I'm gonna head inside Galaxy's Edge, maybe grab a bite to eat. Maybe from Ronto Roasters. Oh wow, there's a large group of cast members in a roped off area in front of Rise of the Resistance, and everybody's asking, are you coming back for your boarding group? So here you can see cast members checking people in for their boarding group. It's just like tapping in for a fast pass. Mobile ordering at Ronto Roasters is the way that it should be. Ordered it, and about 30 seconds later, I had it in my hand. Brilliant. Oh my goodness. There is the end of the line from Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. And the ride is like around the corner over there, very far away. Ooh, some streetmosphere happening. Imperial officers.
He hasn't stopped falling yet, has he? Maybe you could ask your Admiral Akbar what he has to say for a new position to battle from his fleet. Oh, the fleet doesn't exist! And Akbar was in outer space gasping for air more bug-eyed than normal. What will you say when your resistance is put on one by one?
That kid tried to front with that Imperial officer, and that Imperial officer was not having it. It was just yelling at him, telling him like, oh, everybody from the Resistance is gone, and like the Imperial is taking over. Pretty interesting. So the entrance to Smuggler's Run is kind of right over there, and this all right here is the line for Smuggler's Run, and it ends up back there by Kylo's ship. I think that's Kylo's ship, right? There's Kylo right there.
Stand aside.
It is intensely busy in here today, but our fast pass is ready. Time for us to head over to Star Tours. There's a Chewbacca coming through. You want to go check on this X-Wing? Gotta fuel it up. All right, back out in the park. Headed over to Star Tours to try out the new scenes from Rise of Skywalker. So once again, I don't know if this is going to be any spoilers, but it might be. Here we go. Fast pass entrance. The adventure. Ooh, this is it. That's the new scene. Oh.
Greetings, sir, and/or Matt. We know that you have a choice of space lines.
Star Tours 1401, you are cleared for departure.
The captain isn't on board yet. You know I can't fly this thing. No, neither can you. We need the proper pilot. Where are we going? We just passed the Endor moon. Oh, look out! How to fix those engines immediately. You know I can't swim. And neither can you. Hang on! What a ghastly place. Go away, beastly thing! Go away! Out to save us!
Calrissian with the Resistance.
General Calrissian. Nice to see a familiar face.
Well, it's good to see you, too. The First Order is rallying its forces. We need your help.
This is suicide. We'll be smashed to pieces. In the event we don't make it, I want you to know that you have been the most wonderful passengers. All up, R2! You're right, R2. This mission cannot fail. Activate the laser cannons.
Watch it, Red 9. You've got 2 ties on your tail.
They're on me tight. I can't shake them.
What are you waiting for? Fire!
We did it! Thanks for your help, Star Tours.
It has been an honor.
ST-1401, welcome back.
We will be landing shortly. I do hope you have enjoyed your flight and watch out!
Hey, that's my ship. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
Thank you for joining us. We look forward to seeing you on another flight soon.
So there you have it. That was our trip out to Disney's Hollywood Studios to see a lot of Star Wars stuff. We went into Galaxy's Edge, we rode Star Tours, saw the new scenes in Star Tours, we went into Launch Bay, saw some new props and different memorabilia from the new Rise of Skywalker movie. I don't know, if you're a fan of Star Wars, this is definitely the place to come. Disney's Hollywood Studios is packed full of Star Wars stuff. So, with that being said, we are off. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Hello, I'm Jose. I have a YouTube channel, Jose Andres Vlogs, talk about all Disney, and now it's time to pay the price.